So we recently just got the Revelations intro cutscene, and a lot of things have been explained about the Call of Duty Zombies kind of Black Ops storyline, as to say. So in this video, I'm going to start off by telling you guys what's happened up to this point, and I'm going to explain everything from Origins up to God Crovey / Revelations. Obviously, at the time of recording this video, Revelations hasn't actually come out yet. So we don't know what's going to happen in the map. I'm just going to explain from Origins to up to the intro cutscene. So before I start this, if you guys could leave a like, that'd be awesome. And let's jump into this. Alright, so it starts off with the characters at Origins. They all get sent by their relative countries. Obviously, Takeo by Japan, Dempsey by America, Richtofen, who's already there because he's in the front line trying to discover what this element 115 is about and what this whole dig site contains. And then obviously Nikolai gets sent from Russia, and all of these countries want to find out what's going on at this dig site because there's lots of strange things occurring and going on here. So when they meet for the first time, Richtofen, as you can see here, is cutting open Maxis. Now this is because Maxis has a some sort of disease and he can't live anymore, so he cuts open Max's brain and preserves it in the jar, which then later on becomes the Maxis drone, which you can build and see in Origins. So let's then skip to the end of Origins and the cutscene where you send the Maxis drone up into the sky. Now once you send the Maxis drone up into the sky, Maxis and Samantha both get teleported to the house, and the house has been referenced many times in Black Ops 3 Zombies. And it is the place that was supposed to be perfect. It was the grand scheme of Origins, you could say. Don't get confused with Line Moon. That's a different one. But it was the scheme to keep the children safe and not mess up the universe. Because the whole point of the scheme in Origins is to stop what happened in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Because if you played Moon, you would remember that we blew up the Earth and completely ruined everything for humanity. So what we're trying to do in Black Ops 3 is fix that, and in order to do that we need to preserve one universe which is completely unharmed and hasn't got any evil in it, and that's what we're trying to do at the moment with the house. So at the end of the Origins cutscene, Samantha and Maxis get teleported straight to the house, and they're there. And some point between here, Eddie also gets teleported to the house. We don't know how that happened at the moment, but he's in the house as well. So after the Origins cutscene, the characters get move away from Origins. Takeo, Nikolai, and Dempsey all go their separate ways. Meanwhile, Richtofen goes on a 2-year journey, teleporting through time and all the different universes, trying to find the Chronorium. Now, once he finds the Chronorium, he wants to discover the location of the summoning key. They're going to explain how he found the Chronorium in the new comic coming out soon, but at the moment we don't know how he found that. Now, when he found the Chronorium, what we do know is that it contained the location of the summoning key. Now, once he found the summoning key in Shadows of Evil, as you can see, when he took the summoning key, the Shadow Man was already inside, but he didn't know that. So when he took the summoning key, he left the Shadows of Evil, not knowing that the Shadow Man could be in there and ruin everything. Now, some people are suggesting that the Shadow Man could be the Formless one, because he can switch forms whenever he likes. Because in a sci-fi, in one of the maps, it says the Formless one will be their downfall. And also in one of the ciphers, I think it's Shadows of Evil or The Giant, it says Primus will fail. Now, Primus is the 4 original characters. That's what they were called. It means like first in some language. I can't remember what it is. So some people are suggesting that the Shadow Man could be the Formless one, and with the new Revelations intro cutscene, this could be true. So after the Shadows of Evil, we go to the Giant, and we see all the 3 characters, Nikolai, Takeo, and Dempsey, getting there normally and coming in, and then Richtofen teleports in and shoots his older self, and what we presume to do, collect his soul. Although people saying that he didn't collect his soul, or maybe he's lying to the characters, but we don't know anything about that yet. So after this time, the 4 characters meet up again for the first time after Origins. Now, after the giant, they go to the Eisendrache, where they collect Dempsey's soul. Now, after they've collected Dempsey's soul, they go to Zetsubo Nishima, where they collect Takio's soul. And then obviously they go to Gorod Krovi, where they collect Nikolai's soul. Now, after Gorod Krovi, at the end of the cutscene, they send the souls, Takio, Nikolai, and Dempsey's soul, up to the house to Max's. And then when it switches in the new intro cutscene, you'll see the noise, the siren that it makes is when someone's teleporting into the house. So we hear the three characters teleporting in the house, and then they turn into the children. So now the children are safe in the house. So after Gorod Krovi, the four characters, normal characters, they teleport into the house. And then they destroy the teleporter, meaning that all the evil is blocked out of the world. But then what they don't know, even Dr. Monty doesn't know this, is that the Shadow Man is still in the summoning key. Now, what happens next is that, as Dr. Monty says in the intro cutscene, Maxis hasn't collected his soul yet. Nowhere along the line of this trail have we collected Maxis' soul yet. So therefore, what we've just learned is that anyone who doesn't have a soul is weak to the summoning, the Shadow Man, and can be taken over and controlled by the Shadow Man. So what happens, as you see in the cutscene, is Maxis walks down the stairs and he grabs the summoning key. Now, when he grabs the summoning key, what we presume is that the Shadow Man takes over Maxis' body. Obviously, he can't switch souls with him because at the moment Maxis doesn't have a soul. So maybe he put his body inside the summoning key or something like that. Maybe that happened because remember, from Origins, all we got is Max's brain. We never got his soul. So we don't know what really happened there. But all we know is that Maxis is gone and the Shadow Man is now here in the perfect dimension, which is about to become corrupted. Now, when the Shadow Man comes out, as you see in the intro cutscene, he releases this massive, massive rock of 115. And this is what we believe to be the source of 115. So, the house, quite ironically, the house was supposed to be the savior, the perfect place, when actually that the dimension and universe that the house was in caused all of this mess. Because as we can see, the Apothicons, the giant beasts, are mining and extracting this rock and spitting the 115 rock into other time and space universes. So the perfect world that Maxis and Richtofen strive to create actually caused the whole thing. Because as you can see here, you can see the Apothicons grabbing the rock and spitting it into other time and dimensions through these portals. And as we know, 115 was the massive downfall of the world, as it caused the zombies and everything like that. So we believe the Shadow Man to be the original Apothicon, and he's in DLC 4. We're possibly going to fight him, or maybe, probably most likely fight him and try and save these children. Now, we don't know why the children are so significant, but it's most likely because, it probably is because these children, if we let them grow up and do what they did in the Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 universes, they would end up destroying the world again, and it'd be a terrible loop and cycle. So to prevent this, we create the house, but then the house destroys everything, and it's just a never-ending cycle which we must break in DLC 4. So that was the end of the video, guys. If I missed anything, please leave it down in the comments and I'll add it in captions. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up. I just started up this YouTube channel again. We uploaded a few videos, but then we stopped. And I'm going to be running this myself now. So if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.